This is the final output of elective. So I choose augmented reality and virtual reality for the discussion, and here we go. Augmented reality is a perfect blend of the digital world and the physical elements to create an artificial environment. Apps which are developed using AR technology for a mobile or a desktop to blend digital components into the real world. So the full form of AR is augmented reality. For example, augmented reality technology helps to display the score overlays on the telecasted sport games and pop out 3D photos, text messages, and the emails. While virtual reality is a computer generated simulation of the alternate world or reality. So it is used in 3D movies and video games. So it helps to create simulation similar to the real world and immerse. Its word immerse. So the viewers using this computer and sensory devices like headsets and the gloves. Apart from the games on and the entertainment, virtual reality is also used for training, education, and science. Default from the VR is a virtual reality. So I'll give you the difference between augmented reality and versus the virtual reality. So here are the some important differences between these two realities. Sa argument realities, the system argument the real world scene, while sa virtual reality is completely immersed or like completely immersive virtual environment. And aside from this technology also the AR reality or augmented reality is this technology partially immerse the user into the action, while this virtual reality is this technology fully immerse the user into the action. So and also how does the AR works. So augmented user computer visions, it works mapping as well as deep tracking in order to show the appropriate contents to the user. So this functionality allows the cameras to collect, send, and process data to show that digital content appropriate to what are or what any users is looking at. So in augmented reality, the user physically um, involved, the environment is enhanced with the contextuality and also the relevant digital content in a real time. So you can experience augmented reality with smartphones or with a special hardware. So how while the virtual reality works naman, so sa virtual reality works, the focus of a virtual reality is on simulating the vision. Like the user need to put a virtual reality headset screen in front of his or her eyes. So therefore, eliminating any interaction with the real world. Like in VR, two lenses are placed between the screen and the user need to adjust the eyes based on the uh, individual movements of the eye and its positioning. So the visual of the screen can be rendered by using an HDMI cable connected to a PC or a mobile phone. So the uses of goggles, speakers, and sometimes handheld wearables to simulate a real world experience. So in the virtual reality is you can also employ the visual rather the auditory and haptic or like a touch stimulation, so you can construct the reality is immersive. So in the terms of advantage naman sa augmented reality, so the pros and cons of this and also the benefits, it offers individualized learning, fostering the learning process, wide variety of fields, offers innovation and continuous improvements, and increased accuracy, and also augmented reality can be used to increase user knowledge and information. So people can be experienced over the long distances, and also it helps the developers to build the games that offer a real experience to the user. While sa virtual reality naman, ang advantages nito is it immerses the learning, create an interactive environment, increase our capabilities, and it offers the convenience. And one of the most important advantage of the VR is that it helps you to create a realistic world so that the user can explore the real world. So virtual reality in the education field make the education more easier and also the comfortable. And virtual reality allows the user to experiment with an artificial environment. We are forwarding the disadvantages of a augmented reality. So like it is a very expensive to implement the develop AR technology based project to maintain it. Lack of privacy is a major drawback of augmented reality. Lack of privacy, yun nga. The low of performance level of AR devices is a major drawback that can arise during the testing phase. And also augmented reality can cause mental health issues. Lack of security may affect the overall augmented reality principle. And also the last is extreme engagement with AR technology can lead to the major healthcare issues such as eye problems and obesity and other. And sa ano naman, sa virtual reality naman, disadvantage niya is virtual reality is becoming much more common, but programmers will never be able to interact with virtual environments. So the escapism is commonplace among those that the use of VR environments. So the people start living in the virtual world instead of dealing with real world issues. And training with VR environment never has the same result as training and work in the real world. So this means of if somebody done well with a simulated task in VR environment, there is still no guarantee that a person doing well in the real world. So application of augmented reality, I'll give you some application with augmented reality. So this is printing and advertising industries are using AR technology apps to display the digital content on top of the real world magazine. And with the help of this Unity 3D engine tool, AR is being used to develop a real-time aging. While application of virtual reality naman, I'll give you some. It is also becoming a primary method to treating post-traumatic stress, and using this VR device such as Google Cardboard is HTC Vive Oculus Rift, or user can be transported into a real world and imagine environments like Swalking, Penguin Colony, or even the Back of Dragon. So, and here are some example more of um, the application of virtual reality. Virtual patients are used to help students to develop skills can be either be applied in the real world. So how does AR and VR work together? So it be a wrong to convey that augmented reality and virtual reality are intended to operate separately. So they mostly blended together to generate an important engaging experiment with experience rather when these technologies are merged together to transport the user to the fictitious world by giving a new dimension of interactions between the real and virtual world. So, so in short, with the conclusion of this, therefore, virtual reality creates an immersive virtual environment, while augmentative reality is a real world scene. So sa VR is 75% virtual, while sa reality naman is only 25%. sa virtual. Yung virtual reality requires headset device while AR does not requires. So VR users move in the completely fictional world while AR users are in the contact with the real world. So that's it. Thank you.